Okay, this is the Coben Dam project. The contractor is Kanawha Stone Company out of Nitro, West Virginia. And the total construction price is about $25.8 million. And when this reservoir is done, it will hold about 370 million gallons of water. And the lake that it creates will be about a 50-acre surface. So it's a very sizable structure. What you're looking at is a drone that we have that is on the north part of the property, and it's looking to the south. And for reference, behind the drone, about a mile away, would be I-68, to give you a little perspective. And before I start this, I'll point out, if you can see my cursor, this rock channel here is the current location of the creek, to give you a little perspective. This road to the left is the relocated Upper Coven Creek Road. And if you see this patch of asphalt here, it's where the former road was, and it's now been removed. And out in this area is where we had the groundbreaking ceremony, to kind of give you, for those of you that were there, give you an idea of where we're at. To the right, you see the construction of the emergency spillway. And they've got some concrete walls up, and as I get closer up there, you'll get a better view, and also have some photos we can look at as well. So I'll start the video.
No, we're showing the video.
I'll stop it here and point out that a couple things. You see this concrete pipe. It's a 66-inch concrete pipe that will be the drain to the reservoir when all is said and done. But it's currently being used to route the stream through the site. If you look up here, you see the stream coming down through some pipes and through this cofferdam, and this kind of keeps the site dry while they're working. Perpendicular to that pipe, you can kind of see this excavated hillside over here coming down to a excavated trench going through the site and up the other side. That's the center line of the dam. And in the bottom of that keyway, there's a concrete pad that the purpose of that is so we can get in there with the grout rig. And I'll show you a better picture, but right here to the right, that's the grout rig, and they are drilling vertical holes into the rock below this, about 25 foot deep, pumping grout in there. So we create a curtain so that we prevent water from going under the dam. So I'll restart the video, and we'll go a little further up. If you look here to the left, this concrete structure is the intake tower. If you look closely, you can see two intake ports, and there's a third one on this side that you'll see from a picture better. But when all said and done, this is how water will get out of the reservoir and into this pipe. There will be a pipe coming out of it and connecting to this pipe, and that's how water will get to the plant. Up here to the right, we'll get a better view of it, but that's where some screening is going on. Get a little better view of that.
How many people are working on site?
There's probably 40 or so people, including subs every day up there. It varies, but that's round numbers. I'll stop it right here. This is a borrow area where we're creating material to build the dam. And if you picture the dam is in two parts, the inner core and then the outer shell covering that core. The inner core is it's going to be very particular material, less than 1-inch size particles of clay. And what you see in this stop here is the screen down here performing its work, a bulldozer pushing material down to this excavator who's loading it. The good stuff comes out here, the end loader picks it up and it takes it up here, and they temporarily roll it in place, and they're stockpiling material for the job. And in round terms, we need about 400,000 cubic yards of material to build this dam. So they've got a lot of material processing to do. I'll start this back up and we'll finish this video, and you'll see a couple other things going on. These piles that you see intermittently through the site, that's the outer shell, the upstream and the downstream shell that's not quite as critical in the size material, and those are ready to go too, but they need to get the core material finished first. To the left, you're going to see this is a borrow area that they started last year, and they have a pile started here, and then this green area along here will be additional borrow areas that they'll get the material from. And now we're going to go right up through the valley, and the tree line approximately marks where the water will go when all's said and done. So you can see it's a pretty expansive lake, a long finger here out the back. And at the end of this, we will have a sediment trap that hopefully will keep a lot of sediment up here that periodically we'll have to clean out, but it will keep it out of the main reservoir. There's a couple of photos that I'll show you. This is the spillway that you saw on the flyover. If you can notice here on the level they go to on the rock, if you see me zooming in on that, we have to get down the rocks. There's a lot of detailed, tedious work here that's taking place.
Wow.
Again, another overview. Get to something I wanted to show you. I'm zooming in. Can you see the drill rig?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's the operation where they're drilling down into the bedrock to grout the curtain, to create the grout curtain for the water not to be able to get under it.
Did they find any coal?
Yeah, there was a small coal seam that we had to get permitted to remove, which we did. It wasn't significant. Really was more nuisance than it was valuable. So here's the intake tower,
Right.
and you can see the intake ports that will have 3 different elevations that we can take water in from, and that will allow us to, maybe get the best quality water depending on the season of the year or the level of the reservoir.
That's just too cool.
Here's another picture of the grouting operation. You can see these, and I apologize for the quality, but there's all these holes. It's like every 5 feet or so they were drilling and doing this grouting. So it's a very detailed operation. This is the screen as a close-up view, the good material setting out here. They need to get another screen on site, and they plan to do that, but that's an ongoing operation. And the spillway, here's one of the walls they've constructed. And if you can see here, they excavated down to rock, and then they build this rebar mat structure, and then they pour the concrete walls around it. Again, a lot of work there, but they're making, the sub on the spillway is making very good progress. So I butchered that a little bit, but that's the Coben Dam project.